Today we're doing New Delhi style lamb shoulder sliders. Hey up cock, how's the doing? I'm Matt, aka the Smoking Yorkshireman. I love food, I love travel, and I'm here to combine the two and show you that smoking and barbecuing doesn't have to start and finish in the good old US of A.
First things first then, this dish is all about prep. So you normally prep this dish at least 12 to 24 hours before you want to start cooking and smoking. So we're going to do it the night before. Turns out it's the Friday night before, so let's have a little drink first.
First step, good covering of salt and pepper, put it in the fridge for 30 minutes.
Salt and pepper's here! Oh, I'm not going to do that, that's a bit shit, isn't it? Here's one I prepared earlier.
So we got a mix of ginger and garlic paste here to rub on the lamb. And some Juniper extra hot chili powder. Put a tablespoon in if that likes it hot, cocker.
Drop it all on nice and garlicky. Get your hands messy. Rubbing it in. Turn it over face down. Face down, ass up. That's the way I like to cook.
Here we go. There. Nice ginger and garlic paste all over there. And then what we're going to do next, a little wipe down, sprinkle in the chili powder. And we're going to rub that on. This is going to give it a nice hot finish on the back when we get it on that smoker. Stop talking, keep rubbing.
There's other uses for cling film other than just covering your toilet seat and making your friend piss everywhere. You can use it to cover up your lamb shoulder. So we're gonna just give this a nice little wrap. We're gonna look to do, if you've got the time to do it, let this sit for 24 hours. If you haven't got the time to do it, you're looking 12 hours minimum. We'll get this in the fridge and I will see you in the morning when we set this smoker up and get this bad boy going.
Lamb, 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 lamb.
Greetings, morning all. So, we've had a good night's sleep. We've had this marinated in the fridge for about 16 hours. What we're going to do now is we're going to add the spice rub. Quick point, it's going to take around about 7 hours to cook this. So we're going to shoot for an internal temperature of 201 Fahrenheit.
So we're going to set the smoker up for 250 to 300 Fahrenheit. We're using juniper wood today for a nice aromatic finish to the lamb. For the rub today, we need 1 clove, 10 grams of black peppercorns, 18 grams of coriander seeds, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, and 1 teaspoon of hot Juniper chili powder. Pop them in your pestle and mortar, give them a good grind. We're looking not to make them into a total powder, we want a bit of crunch with this.
So we've pestle and mortared the spices. My forearms got just a little bit bigger from doing that. And what we need to do is take handfuls of these and start to rub it in to your lamb shoulder. So, point of notice, this is the top side of the lamb. That's really important because we're going to cook it on the grill top side up. It's a fattier side, so you get the fat dripping through and rendering through into your lamb shoulder.
Make sure you're rubbing the lamb all over. You want that flavour to get everywhere.
Oh, this looks good. I'm excited. Look at that. You see the Indian spices all over the lamb, giving it a nice crust. Next step, what we're going to do is make a little drizzle for when this lamb's cooked. We're going to drizzle this over the pulled lamb. So we're going to take a tray, we're going to add a little bit of ghee.
So we're going to add 2 tablespoons of ghee to this recipe. Now I know that's not the healthiest, but trust me, this is going to be friggin' delicious. We're going to put in 2 black cardamom pods, 6 green cardamom pods, and 2 bay leaves.
And an important ingredient in this is a cinnamon stick, which I went and bloody forgot, didn't I? So take your cinnamon stick, 1 cinnamon stick, pop it in there. The smoker's coming up to temp. I'm gonna just put this pan underneath the grill. This is gonna catch all of the juices from the lamb that are dropping through. I'm gonna melt the ghee, and this is gonna be our sauce that we're gonna put onto the lamb afterwards. Place this fat side up, so if you remember, fat side up here, middle of the smoker. We're gonna add this onto the grill, so this bit of water in there will just help keep the air moist and the lamb moist. Right, we're 3.5 hours in, we've hit the 170 mark. Neighbour's doing a little bit of drilling, excellent for a YouTube video. So let's do the big reveal. Here we go, look at that. You can see the water's helped to keep this moist. We've got the fat dripping into the tray underneath. That's going to make our sauce. But now it's time to take this off, get it wrapped and get it back on the grill. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. Look at that jiggle. So this is 170 internal temperature. What we want to do now, look at that. What we want to do is get this wrapped and we'll get it back on the smoker. We're looking to take this up to 201 to get it to olive oil territory. So, noisy foil again. I'm going to put this around the bones so it doesn't tear the other foil. Just going to give it a bit of an extra cap. It's just going to stop the other foil from tearing. I'm going to pop it on here. Same side as well, so keep that fat side up.
Drop it in there. And we're just going to do a nice tight wrap around this joint. Keep all the juices in there, but we've got the spicy crust that we wanted. And pull it all in. Apologies for the foil noisy.
And there we go. Ready to put back out on the smoker. Put your temperature probe in, and now we're shooting for 201 Fahrenheit, which will take probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours now.
Hey lamb, come over here. I just want to be friends with you. Nom 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 nom. Tasty.
Probe's gone off. We're reading 208 and 190, so we're just going to double check, sense check with this pen. Going off. Sounds pretty done to me. Let's get this inside and we'll let it rest for half an hour. So we're off the smoker now. Got it inside, but what you want to do, you want to let it rest for like 30 minutes minimum. Normally you could put this in a cooler or some sort of insulated cover. I haven't got one today, so I'm just going to wrap it in towels just to keep that heat inside. What you're looking to do here is let the meat rest and get the juices that have come out to the outside back right into the middle to have a nice juicy piece of lamb.
Lam 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 lam.
Okay, so the moment we've all been waiting for. This has been sitting for half an hour. I can smell the Indian spices coming through it. This is going to be delicious. We've taken our tray of ghee and spices that's been cooking under the lamb all the way through. I can smell the lamb aroma coming through, so the fat from the lamb's been dripping into this pan. We're going to use this to add some more flavour to the lamb once it's pulled. But first things first.
Get in here. Right, here we go. Let's take this wrap off and see what we've got.
Oh my good lord, you can smell this already. Oh, look at this. Look at this. So I'm going to try and move it over to this dish to pull the meat. But look at that jiggle. Shake your ass. Watch yourself. Oh, look at that. It just wants to fall off that bone. Can I pull the bone out? Ah, it's hot. Look at that. Falling straight off that bone. My word. Oh, You know what? This has been 5.5 hours in the making, but worth all the time and effort. So what we're going to do, pull this up now. You can see the smoke infused into this lamb, and oh, that aroma, the crust. This is going to have such a nice crunch and bite to it with that spice wrap and rub that we put on it to start off with. So you can see a little bit of fat that we might want to just take out. Leave that for the dog later. Ripping this up. And you don't want to pull it too far, because how we're going to serve it today. You won't see me eating it because I'm on keto, like I said, but we're going to serve it in these buns here. So I've toasted these buns while we were waiting for this to settle. We're going to add
Some of this to the top of the slider buns.
and then we're going to add this to add extra flavour to the meat. You know what? I'm going to taste them. Oh my lord. That is fantastic. Look at this. Look at the fat rendered there nicely. You've got all that spice in there, giving it a nice little crunch on your bite. Just give me 2 minutes. Oh, I think we've hit a winner.
We've got that Indian spiced pulled lamb shoulder, smoke infused with juniper wood, and we're putting it into our sliders. What I've done to finish this off, we've grilled 2 green chilies, 1 for each, and we're using a yogurt, garlic, coriander chutney from Delhi. If you want that recipe, subscribe. I've got it on my channel.
So there you go. New Delhi style lamb shoulder. Took us 5.5 hours, but look at that. Absolutely worth all the time and effort. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more like this, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you.